Oh, crap. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. How is everybody? Oh, y'all got to give me a second. I'm still babysitting. Come here, you. All right. So I'm ready. I've got all my necessities. The kid is playing for a moment. And I am ready to do this. Who's ready to do this with me? Come on. Let me see. So I figured there was a lot of stuff that we missed this year because of all the drama and chaos between creators, which should have never been in the true crime community. I have a very, very I have a very annoying thing about it because I just don't feel like creators should be fighting with each other. And and it's funny because some creators don't even look, they don't even look at it as like me. I don't really worry about what another creator says because they got their way of doing their content and I have a way of doing mine. But just the way they go after other creators and they talk about them and just make them feel less like what they're doing is less important than what they are. And everybody has their own way of doing things. So that being said, my channel has never been about bashing anybody, whether it be a victim's family, the victim themselves, other creators, subs. I'm not about that. Now, as I stated to many people, I will call another creator out. Like, just can't believe you done that. Like, you can do better. But I'm not going to sit there and literally talk junk about them. It doesn't pay. Especially when I know what they say about me isn't true. So as a creator to other creators, we've got to do better, y'all. We're not here to find out what happened in another creator's past. We are here to find out what's going on with these missing children or any true crime case. Anything, like any type of true crime. That's what we're here for. We're here to cover to see if we can help make a difference in any of these cases. But with that being said, we need to go ahead and start talking about some of the others that we haven't been mentioning. So after today, after this point, y'all, unless it's like a case getting ready to go to trial or a case that we know that is in the works of going to a trial. But other than like the cases we have been working on, like Summers, Oakley's, Monkey. Well, I haven't really. I feel bad because I really haven't covered monkeys. But cases like that, Oakley, Harmony, Haley, any cases like that, we can still talk about. But other than that, I think we're going to go to a different direction with this channel because we have got to get it boosted up some. We've got to figure out some way to do that. And I'm out of ideas. So if you guys have any ideas, that'd be great. I would love any idea. Hey JT, how are you doing, hon?
Doing
Sorry, I
all
had to
right.
get what I needed to say out.
Well, you fine. You don't gotta apologize,
So what's up with you, dude?
man. Bored.
You're bored?
Yeah.
Well, I got a 2-year old sitting here playing with some kind of toy, watching the Care Bears, while my oven is heating up, so I can make the little girl's mom that I'm babysitting for made her a Alfredo baked ziti for so she had like dinner for the rest of the week or whatever.
That sounds pretty good.
Oh, it is pretty. I don't know about the Alfredo. I'm not a very big Alfredo sauce person. I don't like it
It's,
at all.
it's all right. I mean, I rather have spaghetti sauce anyway.
What's up? Oh, now you changed your picture, so you thought that I wasn't gonna remember who you were, right? I got you there, bud. Gotcha. Welcome in, Andrew. How are you doing, dude? Glad you could make it over here. We got we're gonna be talking about um the cases that we have went over this year. There has been a lot. I'm not gonna go into every case by detail. I'm gonna mention the cases, the name of the case, and we will highlight some of the important things with that case, and then go on to another one. Um, I agree with you. A new year, new start. Let's start it out right and do better towards each other. Like this has got to stop.
Yeah.
If you don't like somebody, you don't like them. Doesn't mean you have to go out there and ruin their life or try to ruin their life. Hey, you. Hey, take that by the table and play with it.
Oh, I'm
Go take it in
trying
the living room by the table. Look, Christmas tree. Hey, Circle Box.
to.
You don't like anyone? Yeah, yeah. I actually might have you some more subs, so you better stop being like that. I was talking to another channel host today about you. Hey, Mars, welcome in, sweetheart.
Hey,
Yes,
Mom.
we are live. Hold on, y'all.
Uh,
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
yeah.
I know it was a really good live last night till my phone died on me. But I have the charger. I left it where I am right now, so I have my charger. I'll have it back tonight. Take it home with me. I can't believe I forgot it. But yeah, last night we did have a very good live.
Yeah.
And I was hoping we could have fit in some of the recap. It would have been better to do it last night than today. But we'll go ahead and do the recap today and then start tomorrow. It'll be different. We're gonna try to turn this channel around and make it a little bit better. Yeah, I know. I was in the comments when you ended the show last night. Thank you. I appreciated that. Oh, we none of us did anything either. We were just you were in here with us for a little bit last night, Andrew. But what you've seen us all doing in here is what we did till midnight. All right. I should be live for at least an hour or so, maybe two. I'm about to put our dinner in the oven. Here, I'm gonna show y'all what I made tonight. I'm gonna be nice.
You don't be nice. That looks good. How much you making? Feel like you're finna feed an army.
No, well, okay, so this one is for my husband, and that's gonna go home. This is for the the girl that I'm
Okay.
babysitting for, and this one is mine because I do not like all that cheese and meat and junk. But then it had like every grocery store in town was out of ricotta cheese, so I was like having a meltdown, and I was like, you know what? It don't even matter.
Yeah.
Oh, watch it, girl. Oh, that sounds really good. Now I'm really jealous. I want Chinese. I love Chinese food. You're listening? Cool. All right. So, Mars, pick let's start with you. What is the most memorable case for you this year? I don't know if I really want to see yours. Wait, what are you showing us? Oh, your dinner. Okay. Ah, thank you, Andrew. I try to be like that towards everybody. I don't like the hate and stuff. There's nothing that you have done to me ever for me to ever hate on you. I think a lot of people purposely hate on you because of the whole Summer Wells case, honestly. If they would ever get to know you as a person like I have, I don't think they'd have so much hate towards you. Because a lot of people try to befriend you just to get information from you, and when you're no longer useful to them is when they want to turn against you. So that you would never have to worry about me. I would never ever, even if I didn't like you, I wouldn't turn on you like that. Like that, it's childish. Like if you don't have something nice to say about somebody, move on, go on to something else. Per Kylie Rodney, yeah, I agree. Kylie Rodney's was a very strange case, and it still is a strange case because you have the coroner saying, "Oh, it's a death by suicide." Then you got Nevada Police Department talking about, "Oh no, it's still an ongoing case." Can somebody make that make sense? How is one gonna say it is a death by suicide, but yet they're still investigating it? How? Or accidental death. I'm sorry, I'm getting two cases mixed up there. You guys probably just looking at me like I'm retarded right there. But no, what I mean was Kylie, that one is saying, "Oh, it was accidental," and then the other one is saying, "Oh, well, it's still going." How is it accidental, but yet they're still investigating it? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't judge anybody. I don't have the right to judge anybody. That would make me throwing the rocks at the glass house. I'm good. I don't need any more. I don't know. I can't. Once they said it was the accidental drowning, I just couldn't push myself to even go into it anymore.
We all know that it was not accidental. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
goddamn
How
black
was
and
she
white.
underwater for that long, but no water in her lungs at all? No alcohol in her system, other than from the decomposing. She had a little bit of marijuana in her system, like, and that was like I think it was the Delta stuff. It wasn't even the THC strain. It was like a Delta strain. So yeah, that didn't cause her to drown. That didn't cause her to freak out and lose
All right,
sense of
Outlaw, take care,
direction or
bro.
anything like that. Now She was put in there, and I believe she was put in that water right before AWP found her. And I don't know what you guys feel about the AWP, but more and more information comes out about them, and it is kind of weird.
I,
Like, very
I
weird.
think
Like, I think they set the narrative as well to what they wanted it to be like.
me honestly, I think the call was there and they just overlooked that for some freaking reason. And then when the other guys got there, they actually found the shit.
The what?
I think they was covering something up.
No, oh, definitely. There's stuff there. It's something covered up, most definitely. But at the same time, we can't really say anything other than what we're told. You know, I mean, I like I said, after they said it was the accidental drowning, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I know anything more than that because I really didn't get into the case. Yes, I have a file for her in my Discord, but that is for the subs and the members of Discord to keep collecting the information as they want it, what they want in there. If something comes across, yes, I do post it, but I post it for everybody else. I don't usually read it.
Yeah.
Okay, when it's done, you can eat. Okay. Okay. This 2-year-old is smarter than some of these people that
Boy,
I
you down your
talk to.
hair.
Yeah, no, I'm not even talking about the mess with Jared. I mean, if you look at this, like the videos coming out about the Kylie Rodney case, you know, it's kind of weird. Like they literally showed the dude a picture, and that's how he described Jagger because he didn't know what Jagger looked like until they showed the picture. So, like, how did he see Kylie and Jagger the day that she supposedly went and found her demise? You know, it doesn't make any sense. Like, that whole case has like zero sense to it.
Okay, man.
Cool. She's got some pretty hair too. I love her hair.
What was Summer her last name or first name?
Huh?
Was Summer her first name or last name?
Is Summer her first name or her last name? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Summer is her first name. Her name is Summer Moon Utah Wells.
Fuck that. I'll just put Wales.
You talked about Summer's case with me. That was the little girl from
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how many cases we try to go and follow, it's like it always goes back to Summer's case, and there's nothing going on in Summer's case. Like, literally nothing going on in Summer's case.
And see that's kind of weird too. You know.
Yeah, you're telling me. It's what? Going on 19 months. Ouch! Going on 19 months now with no nothing about her. No nothing about the case. Like,
Okay, Mars. It's kind of weird that everything came to like a dead stop on our case, though. You know what I'm saying? That's either can go two ways. They either don't have enough evidence to go on anything, or they found some evidence they don't want nobody to know about.
yeah, her case is sadly going to be a mystery for a while until somebody comes out and says some type of truth and not a bunch of BS.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure you're hitting that thumbs up or you're hitting that thumbs down. It doesn't matter. Either one will help the channel.
And hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, please.
Yeah, and share it out. Let people know I'm live and come in and talk to us. But yeah, what? Um, we just can't really talk about summer because summer is a day. Like you can't have just an hour or so to talk about summer because there's so much.
So much shit.
There's a lot more BS to this case and a lot more insertion of people that don't even need to be inserted in the case, and
Exactly.
so much drama. Like I think most people forgot about what the case was really about. It isn't about all the extra stuff you guys are looking at. It's not about the people that have passed away. It's not about the people that have never been in her life. But it seems like that's where they all want to go. They all want to just keep pointing the finger at other people. And some of the people they're pointing fingers at don't has never met this baby girl a day in their life.
And the bad thing is, the people they pointing the finger at, more likely, it's the person right up in their damn nose they bypassed altogether.
Yep. It happens though. I mean, it really does happen. Like I had a whole list of what I wanted to go through, and I think I've got 4 or 5 things written down, but I got stuck when I got to Summers. It's get away from there. Hot. Come here. Get over here. Go play. Go watch your TV. As soon as it's done, I'll let you have dinner, okay? Go on. Go play. Your Babas is no, you can't have that Babas. Nope. You want to go lay down? You can go night night? Go get your passy and your blankie. Go get your passy and your blankie. And I'll give you Babas. Hold on, y'all. Come on. Whee! Okay? All right, I'm back. All right, so Kylie Rodney's case is a very weird one with, like I said, because you got one person saying that it was a accidental death, and then you got the other one saying it's still an ongoing case. Which, what do you investigate? And if it was accidental, okay, then we still got Summers going on, nothing new. You had Quentin Simon's case, where we all knew it was the mother. We all knew what was, we just had to wait for them to gather the evidence that they were looking for to arrest her. She's arrested and awaiting whatever hearings and things she's got to go through before her court date or her trial date. Rest in peace, little Quentin. Rest in peace, Kylie Rodney. Then we have, who else do we have this year? This year is when we heard about Sean Doherty, the little 12-year-old that supposedly committed suicide. And that's another case that, like, it makes you wonder how the heck you get these things, because you're saying it's suicide, but the kid had his hands bound to his side with a belt. It was so tight the EMS had a hard time trying to get it off of him. He had a mesh bag placed over his head, and he was hung from the swing set, barely off the ground. when he was barefooted. So if he walked from his house to that swing set, his feet would not be clean.
Well, first of all, how in the hell is he gonna put the belt around his hand, his wrist, so tight,
Make it
and then
make sense.
put a bag over his head, or vice versa?
Mm,
If you put the
all
bag
I can
over
say is
first,
make it make sense.
it don't make sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't make
How
not
come?
one bit of sense. How can how can that even be possible?
And then hang yourself up.
Yeah, it's totally not logical. There's just no way you can do it. There's no way he could get that belt tightened around his waist the way he did with his hands in there. No
Maybe I
way he could
need,
do it to himself. No way.
maybe I need to film myself doing that, and then at the end I said, "Now, how in the hell did that boy hang himself? If
I
I
don't
can't."
know. So that like so you have that one, and then we have the Idaho 4, which that was made a mockery by a lot of the YouTubers going out there and blaming it on this person and blaming it on that person, and the whole time that they had eyes on the person that it really was. But because they were so impatient and it was taking so long, actually, they arrested the dude pretty quickly. That's 4 people they had to arrest somebody for. And the other 2 people that they arrested have nothing to do with the case. So, like, you had the Scooby Boob Troop out there saying it was this dude named Jason or whatever his name was, and another guy, and they're giving out false information again, and people run with it. And then, they all look really dumb as can be when they find out who the real person is. Like, who's this? He was never on our radar. What you think? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, I really don't understand what some people. It's like I said last night. They're all about the money. They're all about
They
the clicks
they
and the views. Now, the
they
clicks
could
and the
care
views
less,
are always going to be a good thing for your channel,
but
but
they could care less about the
the
truth.
case, they really could care less about the case. And it just kind of makes you wonder. Like, it seems like, okay, this is what I've noticed though. Like, the smaller channels will go and find a case and they start talking about it, and then the bigger channels get wind of that, and
And
then they start rocking with that case, only because they're like, oh, wait a minute, there might be something to this might be a moneymaker.
mm-hmm.
I've heard too many of the bigger channels saying that you want to make money, find a missing uh find a missing kid case.
That's
So
crazy.
they're not really interested in looking at the cases. They're interested in what, because and I'm gonna tell you, 9 out of 10 times the creator does not do the one is not the one that does the research. It's somebody that they have modded
Yep.
for them, or somebody in there that subs to them.
Yep.
But 9 out of 10 times it isn't the creator themselves.
No.
Like, I like to do some of the work for myself, but I have some good mods that will help. I don't ask them to do anything. I might be like, all right, like, especially with OG, I love messing with OG. I'm like, all right, that's you. You can do that all day long. I'm not doing that. Like, or Mars or Maisie, I'll be like, can you write this down and look this up? And then I'll get back to you later and you let me know what it was about. Like, because I don't have time.
Yeah.
I don't ask my people to do stuff that I wouldn't do myself.
There?
Yeah, I'm listening for the baby because I put her down. She's this type of kid. She's funny. She'll sit there and fuss for a few seconds and then stop. And then if she realizes that ain't nobody coming in to check on her, she starts again. It's like an attention thing, trying to get your attention. But she'll tell you she wants her bottle and she wants to go lay down. But as soon as you put her in that bed and walk away, she throws a fit. But like after a couple minutes, she will, if she is tired, she will go to sleep. And she hasn't had a nap, so
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter to me if she takes a nap this late because I'm not the one that's gonna deal with her tonight. I love her mom and all, but hey.
It is what it
She's a
is.
good kid. I don't really have no problems with her. Last night, she was awesome. She plays by herself. She entertains herself. Only time
Yeah.
you really even hear from her is if she needs her book changed or if she's hungry.
Yeah.
I wish more kids were like her. So I heard that Athena's dad, Athena Strand, her dad was supposed to be suing the UPS and whatever contractor it was that guy was working for. So they denied his request to sue the what was it, FedEx? I think it was FedEx. But he can sue the company that the guy worked for. So my thing is Dad, you weren't even there when this happened. You decided it was a good thing to go on a hunting trip and leave your kid home with your wife, not her mother. If that was what you were going to do, you should have told her mother and made arrangements for her to go back home. Because, no, you don't have your child come and then have somebody else take care of your child. Now, if it was his mother or his sister, that would have been a different story. But you're wanting your new wife to take care of your 6-year-old child. That's, I mean, some people may find that okay. I don't. I do not find that okay. That is not something, sir, that you should have done. I am not bashing you. I will not talk bad about you, but I don't think that is something you should have done. You should have never went on a trip and left your kid with somebody else. That was not family by blood.
How old was the baby?
I mean, if she was older, it'd have been a different story. But you're leaving, and you know that your stepwife and or your new wife and your daughter did not get along like that. They argued and fought constantly. Your new wife didn't even know where your daughter was after they got into an argument. And then waited an hour to call the law.
What the hell?
You know, so right there, that gave room for all the web sleuths to blame it on you, ma'am. I'm sorry, but they did. Because you, the one in charge of that little girl, had no idea where she was. So, yes, ma'am, you are partially at fault for this. Not for what happened to her, but if you, the adult, would have never sat there and argued and fought with a 6-year-old, she would have never went outside, and that probably would have never happened to her. And now I cannot sit here and say that I did never fought with my 6-year-old. I can't say that because I fought with my child all the time. But my child also never walked out my house to
But
where
you
I
always
didn't know
knew
where
where
she
she
was.
was.
If anything, she would have called my mother for my mother to come and get her before she walked out of my house. Like, no, I still find you in some kind of fault for her going out there. Anything that happened to that little girl lays in fault with the guy that did it.
Yeah.
But you have to have some kind of accountability in it for it. And that's what they say about Quentin's grandma. But I'm not putting no blame on the dad because, like I said, he wasn't there. And that would go the same thing with Quentin's grandmother. Quentin's grandmother was not even in state when Quentin, whatever happened to him, happened to him.
So how's that dude suing their company?
What doesn't add up, Circle Box? Which one?
The guy we was talking about, his daughter came up missing. Is that the one that's trying to sue the company?
Athena Strand's dad,
Oh.
the real dad, wants to sue the contractor company. Well, he wanted to sue FedEx, but they won't allow him because the guy didn't work directly for FedEx.
So how can he sue the company?
Huh?
How can he sue the company then?
Because the company the guy worked for, because
Yeah.
they didn't do better background, because he was supposed to get a extensive background check done, and he was supposed, but they had him scheduled for after this happening. There was never one before this happened, so they didn't know what kind of background he had. I mean, he really didn't have much on his record, honestly, to indicate he would have done something like this. But there's still, when the law went to research him through his work, they had no kind of nothing on him really, other than the main application.
I still don't see how that grounds to sue the company because I mean, as long as the paperwork was in route, it's a lost case. I mean, they was doing it, but it took time. I mean, it takes time to get a background check. I don't know. It just sounds like to me he wants damn money.
Hold on 1 second, GT.
Go ahead.
You come out. Don't ask what I want. Come on. Go. Go play. All right, I'm here. This child, she keeps getting me. I should know better. She's only allowed to have a bottle when she goes to lay down. And she's extremely tired because she hasn't had a nap, but she just doesn't. She's fighting her sleep now.
She's afraid she's gonna miss something.
Yep. And it's not just me, so what is she going to miss?
That's it. That's all it needs to be.
She's like, well, I laid down to go to sleep and mom disappeared. Now, if I lay down and go to sleep, what makes me think you're not going to disappear? Woo! Hello, Nana. Yeah, none of these cases really, they all have like, that saying, make this make sense, because I sure the heck can't make sense out of half of what's going on in some of these cases. And I know I'm guilty because a lot of things I hear I don't want to believe. Like,
Yep.
I really don't want to believe it. And So I guess I was talking to somebody earlier about that. I am way too gullible. Like when it comes to a case, I try not to be, but it does happen. Now I'm not gullible towards people because I don't believe a lot of what they say.
Yeah.
But if they're actually talking about a case and doing what they're supposed to, kind of put you in that who, what, where, and when category.
I don't really believe shit unless I see proof on it or if I find proof on it. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can say anything about anything.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but it's just like you don't know what's true and what's not true when it comes to some of these cases because so many people have inserted themselves into the case and so many people have inserted things that have nothing to do with the case. They just feel like, oh, well, this person's related. They have to have something to do with it. Like, come on. You can only go so far back.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine, sweetheart. We're just talking about the weirdness in all the cases that we've researched this year. How, like, you have to make some of them make sense to yourself because you're not going to be able to. What, like Kylie Rodney's case, the Sean Doherty case. Like, you got to try to make them make sense to make them even sound halfway plausible or believable. Actually.
That Kylie Rodney's case just is on a whole new dimension that I can't grasp a hold of. Because everybody's blew that shit out of proportion when the truth is all there. I mean, except who done it.
Give me 1 second, y'all.
Uh,
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to get her dinner in the
you are?
freezer so it'll cool down some. But anyway, I'm sorry. So I didn't hear the last part of what you said, GT.
I said the Kylie Rodney case is just it's on another dimension that I can't grasp a hold of because everybody's talking about it, but I mean all the evidence except who damn done it is right in front of you.
Oh yeah, and like I don't know what the police are doing in that case. I really don't. Like I said, once the coroner said accidental, I was like, okay, normally that's what they go with. That's what's the end of it.
That case is
So
so
I'm in
far
my mind
from
like, how
accident.
do you make this make sense if the police are still saying it's ongoing, but the coroner said it was accidental? Like, what are you searching for accidental? What could be more to the case?
Ain't no accidental to it.
Like we've had what other cases this year? There's been so many, and like I was telling the person I was talking to earlier, like it was hard for me to even like get involved into other cases really because I'm so stuck on Summer's case.
Yeah,
But
I
like
mean,
I followed baby Quentin's from day one till the day they arrested her, and I'm still following up with it. I followed Athena Strands. I'm trying to follow this little girl in North Carolina that went missing. It's not working very well. And I could not get myself attached to the Idaho 4. I don't know why.
Welcome back, Mars.
Be nice, Mars. But, like, I mean, they're the main ones that I got into. So if there's any other cases out there that you guys want to talk about, just throw it out there. Come on up, either or. Like, I know there's a lot more cases. I do. And Nana, if you're out there, I know you know most of them. She tries to keep up with all of the cases. Bless her heart. I don't know how she does it, but she does.
You welcome, Mars.
See, at least I know it's not just me that can't get into that case. Nana can't get into it either. I don't know if it's maybe because I just am stuck on the children, because I can't get into the older ones. I really can't. Like, I mean, I like doing my cold cases. Don't get me wrong. I love the cold cases, but give me a case with a child and, like, make it a little bit weird, and I'm there. Like, you make
Yeah.
the case a little bit weird, I'm there. I'm gonna follow, but I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. Like, I just can't. Oh, and and that's the bad part, because even though I'm stuck on Summer, that's exactly what we are. We are stuck. We are like hitting that rock head first. And they always say the things are right there underneath your nose and you just don't
Exactly.
realize it. Yeah, Maddie Scott too. She disappeared when she was 16. Oh my goodness. Wasn't she 16? She was 16 or 18, one of the two. In Canada. She went same thing. It was basically the same thing as the Kylie Rodney case, honestly. The only thing is they have not found Maddie. They found her car, they found all her belongings, but she has never been found.
What was her last name? What was her last name?
Scott, Scott. Stop. You ready to eat? Okay, give it a little bit more to cool down, okay? Oops. Sit down. Eat your bread. Yeah, I think she was 16 too. But just like Kylie, she went to like a little camp over party thingy and was never seen. Her best friend ended up leaving her there. Like, whatever happened to the girl code, y'all? Like, whatever happened? You leave with the people you come with. You do not leave somebody behind. Whether they want to be stayed there or not, you force them some way, somehow, bribe them something. You do not leave them in the woods by themselves. That's just screaming scary movie.
Oh, that scream is set up.
Yeah, the one here in North Carolina it is a very weird considering, she really don't have much of a track here considering that her stepfather had her and her mother flown over here from a different country. So, I don't even know how long she was here before she went missing. But I think it's very weird that, the mother and the stepfather fought the last time they seen her was that night that they fought. The next morning, he up and went to Michigan, and the mother decided to check on her daughter around 10:30 in the morning, and then never report that her daughter was missing, even after the husband came back, and he said he didn't know where she was, that he didn't see her. So where is this child? Like,
Mm, that don't even sound right all good.
oh, she's been here since 2016, so she's been here for at least 6, 7 years now. Wow. Still say something's weird about that case. You saying hi? Hi.
Hi.
You say hi, you hear him?
Hi.
Yeah. Say hi. Say hi.
Hey.
You guys say hi.
How you doing?
Say fine. She's just dead staring at you like, who are you, dude? I do not know that face.
Hey.
Oh, no, no, that's the wrong Maddie. Okay, so we're talking about two different Maddies. Mars House is talking about Maddie Scott that went missing in Canada. Nana's Angels is talking about the Maddie that went missing here in North Carolina, Mars, the little girl. Yep, that's the Maddie here that's doing that. Yeah.
What was that Maddie's last name?
Yep, that's right, Mars. She said she didn't want to report it in fear that the husband would get upset. Well, then what's more important to you, your husband or your kid?
What was her last name, dude?
Huh?
The one in North Carolina. What was her last name?
Hold on. C-A-J, or no, C-O-J,
C-O-J.
O-C-A-R-I.
Uh,
You know what? That's what I was kind of thinking too, Nana. Or the other way around. The stepdad heard her, and the mom had something to do with her going bye bye. Because remember, they were in the backyard digging up their backyard, and then there was one night that the law was there. The crime scene unit was up in her bedroom taking pictures, and collected a couple things. So they said that she had a backpack full of clothes that she took with her. But in the
How old
same
was
breath, you said she didn't have any friends or family that lived around you. Where's she gonna go?
How old was she?
She was 7. She was 7, right, girls, ladies?
Uh, that's that's kind of weird.
Oh no, she was 11.
But still, you could tell her, "Hey, we're going on a trip. Let's go," and she would be
That's
willing
right.
to
She
take
was in
you on.
middle school. Oh, really?
Wow.
But you know what? That's a good thing, though. That's how they try to keep their stuff together to where they can actually make an arrest in it or put a conclusion on it, is by keeping things to themselves.
Yeah.
But then they never put a stop to the stuff that goes online or the news outlets.
Yep.
So no, I don't. I didn't even hear that till you just said it, or till
No.
Mars just said it. What was that?
What?
Yeah, why did they steal the records? He is a good friend of mine. His name is GTX. He's trying to keep up with all the cases, and he does a little research for us when he can. And then when we give him a case, he'll sit there and look up on his other thing that he's looking at and do some research while he's talking.
Actually, I'm keeping a dialogue on everybody we're talking about because I'm gonna do research on all of them, especially this summer case. I really want to do a lot of research on it.
He's another one like us, all opinions are welcome, and it's good and healthy to agree to disagree, and but he's more on evidence
So,
and or circumstantial evidence and what's right in front of you rather than all the speculations and stuff.
yeah, I'm the kind of person to sit back and observe the situation before I react up to it because there's a lot of bullshit out there.
Ah, okay. Well, I kind of figured that the way we were reading it, honey. But thank you. I appreciate it. But that's like I said, that's a good thing though. Until you get all the other people out there that want to take certain things and run with it, that isn't true.
Body of Trent.
Why does that last name seem familiar? Wasn't there another missing girl in Rogersville with that last name? Eat dinner. Eat. Are you gonna eat? Don't ask for the snacks. Can't have cookies or nothing. No candy.
And then I definitely would check her out as well.
Ah, yeah, Carly Trent. That's the one they found on the Lawson property. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mars talking to you, Debbie.
How am I mean? What'd I do?
Meanie butt. Why are you so mean?
Huh. See,
Okay.
that's what I mean about the extras. Like, what would they have to do with someone? Do you think that? Do you honestly, seriously, do you think that there could be a connection between them two? She didn't want to eat her dinner, darn it.
Yeah.
And not
You
for
give that
nothing,
baby
she's got
all
a
that
bowl
sugar.
full of cookies and
She
gummy
said,
bears and Skittles and something else on her table in the living room. So that's why I said no candy, because I'm not giving her nothing. She has plenty.
yeah, because one of them two, like, good friends and everything.
She would do anything. Well, you're talking about, that's the mom.
Shit.
That's Don's mom's friend, right?
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, his mom was her best friend. What you doing, Dippy? Dippy,
What?
what you doing?
I'm right here. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. That's who that was. Yeah, I'm gonna look into her and check her out a little bit. Um, you're right. I don't know why. I don't know why the law didn't look into her a little bit more, considering the land issue with her. Um, but as far as I don't think she, maybe I don't know. I don't think she'd have direct knowledge other than maybe knowing what Don has told her. Because, like you said, she was going to go by and see him on the 15th. And then she was like, no. And he was like, yeah, come. Or the 16th. So if she didn't, I still feel like somebody went up that hill and took that baby. I don't feel like they just came up the driveway. I don't feel like Candace literally just handed her child over. Like, why would they do that? What wouldn't the boys have knowledge? I don't think the boys would have been able to hold out this long on holding that from the authorities when they asked them, because I am pretty sure that the authorities are still in contact with them boys.
Well, I mean, there's a direct path from that other land directly to their house from the backyard. And somebody could have easily came in there and got that youngin' and hauled ass, and nobody would never know nothing about it.
Oh, I know. I understand it's your opinion. I'm just curious though, you know? But it just seems like more and more people get added into Summer's case. And it kind of just like makes you baffle a little bit. Like, what? How?
Yeah.
Like, what does this person have to do with that? Or, I don't know. They
That's
always
the kind of
say
person
keep your
I am.
friends
So
close, but your enemies closer. So I
that's
feel
the kind of
like it would
person
be
I
somebody
am.
that Don and Candace no longer liked or no longer had dealings with, or, just somebody that was vindictive and wanted to hurt them in a way that is unbearable, honestly. Come in here and play with that. Go in there and play. Go
Hey,
on, go
Maggie,
play.
how you doing?
Come on, go play. Maisie, welcome in, sweet. But yeah, these cases, like, so what other cases? Let's step back from Summers for a minute. What other cases did we not catch up on this year that I haven't mentioned already? Because like I know there's more. I'm just like really slacking on it. I mean, I know we still have monkeys, and monkeys had the biggest development this year with them two people being arrested and then digging up their front yard, and now they're convinced that he was there, but he was moved. So that's all about, as far as I know, what's going on with Monkey's case. Do anybody else know anything more about his? Yeah, Oakley's, but there's no information. Nothing has come out on a poor baby girl, other than she was ate by werewolves.
So circle box.
Huh?
Circle box is in it.
Circle box. Angel Overstreet. Nope, never heard of her, Nana. Harmony, yes, her dad was arrested for something to do with her, I remember. Trinity Bacchus. Nope, didn't hear about her either. We had the other two from North Carolina, Devin Clark and Lyric Woods. The two that were found on the power line path, the ATV route road, in the car shop. They did find the boy that committed that. He's in jail. Um, Serenity. Have we heard anything else on Serenity? I haven't. I have not heard anything about that baby girl in a while. Wasn't Oakley's more last year though? Like I think hers came out not too long. Oh my God, my Jets got their butt whooped. 23-6. We are definitely out of playoffs now. That just made me cry, y'all. We needed this one game. We did good. Now their head went to their all the air went to their heads. Did good all year too. We were doing really good this year. I haven't seen the scores like they had this year since like the early 90s. Jalissa, yeah, Jalissa was the other little girl, the other girl that went missing in her car, and they found her kind of at the bottom of a cliff ravine, I guess. Um, but I still think there was somebody else involved in that. Um, I mean, it is possible, even though the way they found her and stuff. It's just weird how the chief of police found her.
Huh, imagine that.
He promised the parents the day before he would find her. The very next day, he found her.
That's not weird at all. Like he already knew she was there.
I'm telling you, there is some weird things that are about these cases, and especially the cases in damn California. Yep, Cody. Okay, so there's a bunch of that I remember. That Cody was the one where his dad left him alone, and he was like 4 years old, and now his dad's sitting in jail for neglect or something. I do remember Cody's because it was right there around that time that infant baby got missing, and the dad threw her in the water or something. Do you guys remember that one? Oh, it was this year? Okay. Hello, Circle Box again. Let's see who else. See, thank you for giving me this refresh though, Nana, because I could have never came up with all these names because I don't remember them.
You
I
sound like
remember the
you're in
cases
a
once
cup
I've seen the
talking.
names, but I can't. It's like a trivia to me, I guess. Let's see how much you know about this case.
Dippy, Dippy.
Kennedy Hoyle, February 2022. Christina Mobley. Nope, don't know either one of those two.
Dick,
Um,
sound like you're
what?
in a. It sounds like you're
What?
talking in a cup.
I am actually. I have my phone sitting inside the
I
cup,
was just like,
so
what
because I have
the
it on
hell?
the charger. Sorry. Um, what else? Who else? There was one I just had on the tip of my tongue.
Damn, y'all don't keep me busy. I already got 11.
Kamari was last December. Not this past December, but last December. Um,
Oh shit. Who's who is 2 days old?
I think that was the Kennedy Hoyle. I think that was her name. That was the baby that I was talking about got thrown in the river. She was like, yeah, she was only 2 days old. By her father, no less. Her father threw her in the river.
Oh,
Let me say he had to be one of the biggest and brightest human beings.
I would love to meet his ass.
Yeah,
Mm.
Kennedy Hoyle. See, you're good, love. You're in the comics. You're good. I just appreciate your face being here. Y'all, don't forget to hit that thumbs up or the thumbs down. Either way, it does not matter. Yeah, he shot. Didn't he also set the car on fire? The mom's car on fire? Or did he shoot the mom and take off with the car with the baby in the car?
Yeah,
Something like that.
I heard about that. It was on the news. Yep.
There was a lot of cases like that though here recently. Like we just heard about the two 5-month olds that were the mom was car or somebody jumped in the car and took off with the babies in the car and didn't realize. I guess they didn't know the babies in the car. But one was found, and then it took like I think a week for the other one to be found.
That's crazy.
Left the car. Damn. Like you wonder what goes through some of these people's heads. Like Nana, have you ever heard of the AFC podcast? I know my girls have. Like my girls will watch it with me sometimes when I do it in Discord. But he goes over a lot of these cases. I get mad at the way he does it because he doesn't care about the bashing and stuff like we do, and it just really makes me mad because he goes through he'll find like a couple different news outlets that covered it, but they're not necessarily giving you the truth. And then you got the people in his chat talking about this is wrong and this was wrong and this is what happened. Like, no, you guys are wrong too. Like, where are you getting your information from? Like, I just get so mad sometimes when I listen to his podcast. And I cannot listen to him if he's covering a case that I'm covering because that's when it gets the worst. Like, I don't like bashing people, but he makes me so mad sometimes. But I love his podcast because he keeps all these babies' names in the light, whether the information is not correct all the way or not, but he still keeps all them babies' faces out there. Yeah, I'll send you a link when let me actually hold on, let me go get that real quick. Wait a minute, Mars. What? Mods. I got Maisie and Mars in here.
Yeah.
One of you go find the AFC podcast link, please, and put it in the chat. And also drop Nana's link and Circle Box's link. And your links if you have one, Mars. We were talking about you earlier, GT. We were talking. Somebody asked me if you had your own channel, and I was like, no. I was like, unless he starts talking true crime, what's he gonna really do? I mean, you could do your DJ thing on it, but you know, it'll take you a while to even build
It
up
take me
the
a long time to do all that shit.
subscribers for that. Oh no, I already said Athena, baby. I asked if you can drop Nana's channel and the AFC podcast links. Please. And Circle Box. Unless you want me to leave the live again, I can do that too. No. Just go to use your phone. Go get on your or just go to a different tab on your iPad and open up a new YouTube thing. Again. All right, Maisie. That's because I don't usually, guys. I usually drop me or OG usually drops the links. And where is OG? Matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I got my other phone right here. I can do it. If Mars will probably get to it before I can, but I'll do it too.
Maisie says she hadn't figured out how to do it yet.
Yeah, I know, Maisie. Oh, I can't. That's right. I don't have. I gotta go get the password for the Circle Box. Mars got one of them. Never mind. Okay. Awesome. That way I don't have to drop them. Because I have to assign it. I have to put the internet on the Wi-Fi password on the other one, and I don't feel like going in there getting it. I'm having issues right this second trying to keep my phone standing up because I don't have my stand with me. There we go. So Maisie, you know how like you normally share um whatever you want me to watch to my messenger? When you hit the share button, you just hit copy link and then you come back over here and post it in the comments. That's all. Thank you, Nana, for subscribing to his channel. He's a really awesome dude. I like picking on him. He's fun. He's a really good guy. He doesn't tolerate all that cursing and drama and stuff like that. He really just likes to cover the cases. Thank you, Mars. And now the AFC. I like I said, I go into the AFC quite often, especially when he goes live. When he was talking about Quentin's case, I kind of was in there, and he was like, "Well, go look up MGL Molly Golightly, and she's got all of it on her channel." And I was like, "Dude, no, please don't send your people over there." I was like, "If you need to, drop my channel link and let them go look for mine." And you know, I may not have tagged him in some of my videos, but if it's anything from the weeks that he was gone on my videos, it's gonna be there. I was like, but you might have to go to Circle Box's live videos because I've done a lot of quitting over there, not on my channel. And I keep forgetting that. Like I do a lot more stuff over with him And then I'm like, oh, that's right. I don't have it on my channel. I don't think about it. Massive. Is that UGT?
What?
The Massive?
No, that ain't me.
I don't know. You're the only one with weird words in your name, so.
Hold on.
Thank you, Nana.
I don't
Really,
even know
the
what my
only
channel.
ones that even do anything on their channels, Mars is going to start come Monday. She's going to be doing her stuff on hers. Me and Circlebox are going to help her get hers going real good for her. And Circlebox. The rest of them really don't have channels like that.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a channel name. That's what I was just telling. I was just saying to Nana, like it does. Like some of them, some of you guys just have a channel, don't do nothing on it. Like it's just there. And then there's the ones that do have the channels that actually do things on them. And Mars is going to start doing things on hers come tomorrow at, oh, damn.
7.
Did you say 7 o'clock tomorrow, Mars? I think Mars is going to do a live tomorrow at 7 o'clock, y'all. And we need to go over there and support her. I'm hoping she does it on the new Casey Anthony thing. Because all right, so I'm not, I'm not the Bastion type, but I'm sorry. I don't know if I can be nice with Casey Anthony. I just don't know if I can do it. I don't know how most of y'all feel about Casey Anthony, but whew. So I'm hoping and praying that's what she does it on. I don't know exactly what she has planned for tomorrow, but because I can't do it on my channel, I cannot cover Casey Anthony at all. At all. Nothing to do with that woman. But she has Peacock, so she can actually sit there and watch the episodes. So I think 3 or 4 episodes have already come out. So she's probably already seen them, at least the first two. So we could really have a go sit down session about them too. And we can ask the questions and she'll be the one the knowledge with it. So, or whoever knows, whoever. I can't watch it. I think I'd be really. I know that's why I'm saying I think that would be a very good one for you to do for your first one. Because there's so many people that want to watch it that don't have the Peacock. Like honestly, I can't say I don't want to watch it, but I know what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna curse the TV out. So I probably shouldn't. Exactly. I don't think I could cover it because I feel like that case never got the justice it deserved. Yes, you. Me. I know you cursed at the TV. Remember, we had that conversation. It's been, yeah, I figured it was 3 or 4 by now. What are you doing, youngin? Your mom is going to have a field day with me. She has got just about everything out of her bedroom in the living room. I keep looking at her walking into the bedroom, and then I look down at my phone and start talking. And here out of the corner of my eye, I see her walking out of the bedroom with more toys. No, it didn't. It didn't what, babe? Yeah, it was all a pity party for her. and throwing her dad under like 20 buses deep. That was the craziest thing in the world. Like, I'm not saying that man is like innocent in it all. Like, I don't know what I believe about him. I think he's a very shady guy, but he was a cop, so he knows how to play that part very well. Um, the mom, I just think she's like the one that's stuck in the middle. You know, either way she goes, she's pardon my French, but she's screwed literally because she doesn't do what her daughter wants her to do. She has to fight with her daughter. She doesn't want to do what her husband wants her to do. She has to fight with her husband. So she's like a tug of war thing. And I guarantee you, this whole, I don't even want to call it a documentary. It's more like a reality TV thing for me with Casey Anthony. Um, I think it's more or less because they stopped paying her way, and this is her way of repaying them. You don't want to give me what I want. I'm going to do something to hurt you. And that's basically all she's doing is hurting her parents right now. Yeah, that poor baby has not gotten no justice. And sometimes I wonder if she even had a chance, beyond. Like she had to have it rough living in that house because that Casey did not get along with her parents at all. So like, if you felt like your dad really did all this horrible stuff to you, why are you leaving your kid alone with him? Why are you living in the house with him with your kid? If you felt that unsecure living in that house to where she had to lay in the bed with you, then
Yeah,
why were you there?
exactly.
Why did you come up with that bull story about Zanny the nanny? Come on. Were you on Xanaxes when you did that? When you said that, did you really? Were you really on them when you said came up with that name? Come on, like you just some of the stuff she said, you knew was bull. Oh goodness, the Aaron Grant Garcia and Angie Solomon. I've never heard of those two. You are so sleepy. You sleepy?
Mm-mm. No.
She's like, her eyes are like getting so heavy you can see them as she's looking at me, and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna go back into the toys so that way I keep myself awake. Aaron is the dad. Angie Solomon. Aaron. That that's the one we were talking about earlier. No, I don't think so.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we could say all day long that if we were, that we would have done that. But and didn't she say her brother molested her too? Like a house full of crazy molestation going on in that house. Supposedly, allegedly, because I don't believe that at all. But then again, there's so many people that are, coming out saying, screaming sexual assault after 30 years, 40 years has gone past. And I'm sorry, I just cannot wrap my head around why they would wait so long. If it terrorized you, if it really, really messed with you, As soon as you weren't in that situation, why didn't you tell somebody?
Yeah.
If you're telling it now, obviously you're not in that situation anymore. So you're going to tell me you were in that situation for 40 years before you got out of it? I'm not saying it's that it doesn't happen, and I would never say SA is fake or anybody's playing games with it, but it just doesn't make any sense to me that somebody that it bothered that bad and it like really terrorized your life that you would wait till you were in your 40s to tell, or 30s, or whatever the age is. I just can't see if that happened to you as a kid. You waited that many years to tell somebody. Me, honestly, if I would have waited that long, I feel like nobody would have believed me. Coming out with it, when I came out with it, I felt so much better because I felt like at least people were listening. Whether they believed it or not, they were listening, you know? So it just boggles my mind to wonder why people wait as long as they do. And I understand if that's happening in your home, what happens in your home stays in your home, and you don't go beyond the doors. I understand that, but once you turn of legal age and you're no longer in that home, in that situation, wouldn't that be the best time to tell?
Yeah.
You are no longer in that
But
environment, but you wait until you are married and have kids of your own, and there's other kids born to the people that you say did it. And when did you want to make them kids that were born in that supposedly, the situation that happened to you with that person? Would you want that person to have more kids? And then wait until, God forbid, said kid, one of the kids disappeared that you have never met, and by the way, to come out with your story? That always bothered me. Now, I know most of you probably already know what I'm getting at, the way I've said it, but it's still, goodness gracious, it really bothers me that that person waited so long and waited for the situation that was happening at hand to come out with it. Like, you had plenty of time before the child went missing to tell.
yeah. I'm sorry, Mars. She pauses a lot. If that's what you mean.
Well, I don't see how I'm sitting right in front of the phone. It's not even near the cup.
No, what I'm saying, you're talking, then you stop for a little bit, then you start talking
Oh
back.
yeah, no. I was trying to think of words that would not actually, words that would go with what I was trying to say. Actually, for once, I was thinking about what I was saying before I said it. Got to give me credit there. I don't do that very often, Mars. We know that.
Well, Mars, I'm still sorry that happened to you, love.
Yeah, me too, sweetheart. I don't know. I, and see, and that would be my thing. Like, you waited so long that, people were just like, whatever, that didn't happen. Because they don't believe, since it didn't happen right then and there, that it never happened to begin with. So that's where it brings me to the, I told as soon as I could. I told as soon as I was not in that environment no more. Like I said, whether or not they believe me, at least they heard me.
I don't blame you, Mars, at all. I don't. because you was looking out for her.
Yes, Nana. Yes. Okay. So at least I know you know exactly who I'm talking about. And that is my point. Like, because she didn't know the last four. I don't know if she knew the first two, but I would have been worried regardless. Like, if you knew that person was having children, why would you wait until one child went missing under what kind of circumstances? Just a craziness. Like the child
I,
disappeared. Like they
I'd
say,
rather
people
her
don't
not get.
vanish. I'm sorry, Summer vanished without any trace. Like there's no trace of this child anywhere. So I mean, oh, I don't. It was it a ploy to take away from Summer's case. I hate to think that too, but it was just the fact of how it came out. Like you waited till after she went missing. You should have done that way before she was even born. Oh, okay. Yeah, your internet's going in and out. I was like, nope. I'm in town. I have plenty of bars and full Wi Fi, so it can't be me this time. Go play before I have to start cleaning up. Because mommy should be home soon or getting off soon anyway.
Debbie, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get my address and then I'm gonna come back in.
Gotcha.
Uh,
But yeah, like, there's so much that has happened this year. But because of all the misinformation and the pure lies that people put out, we, as the ones that are trying to correctly cover the cases, are like, on one hand we hear this, and on the other hand we hear this, but which one is true and which one's not true? It's like weighing your options, like pros and cons with each one. Like, where do we? I don't know, y'all. And I will never let Summer's case go cold. I know there's a couple other people I know. I know Nana's Angel. She won't let the case go cold at all. She refuses to let Summer's case go cold, and I love her for that. But in retrospect, like, you call Hawkins County, and they're like, "Oh no, TBI is over the case." Called TBI. Oh no, 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 we're just hanging back. We help them. So basically, you are both telling me neither one of you know who is covering Summer's case. It's just floating in the damn air, or did you guys already put it in a box and push it to the side? Because that's what I'm thinking they done. Even after you were grown, though, like they can't hurt you once you're out of the way from them. Well, maybe they can. I don't know. I don't. I was like, everybody has their own circumstances and reason and why they do what they do and why they don't do what they should do. And like I said, I'm not telling anybody what they should do. I'm just saying I just don't understand it. Like, if I mean, did it like, I know how I felt with it, and I know how I felt after it. I know how I felt after I told, but I guess none of that bothered me if they were going to disown me, or if they were just going to just like shun me or whatever. It really didn't bother me at that point, as long as my voice was heard. Like, I love my family to death, don't get me wrong. Like, but if they would have said, well, there was a few that said that I was lying, But then there was a few that said, well, we believe you, but we need some proof. Like, what kind of proof do you want? Like, what kind of proof can I give you? That happened to me like when I was younger. I was a kid. But I also waited till I was of age to where I could take it in my own hands and go to the police and not have to worry about an adult with me. We got to clean up. Clean up. Clean up. I know. Clean up. Clean up. Let's go clean up. Leave it alone. Come on, let's go clean up. Clean up. Clean up. Everybody, everywhere. Clean up. Clean up. Come on. Everybody, do your share. We go clean up. Go get your toys and put it back in your room. But yeah, like I don't know, like I don't know where to stand, where I would stand on any type of that kind of. I guess I never really thought about it until it happened with the case. Like I just don't understand why you waited until after this person had 6 other kids. And I know at least 4 of them they didn't know. They never met 4 of them. So you couldn't have been too worried about your nieces and nephews. But either way, there's other things to talk about other than that. I'm thinking now. Well, see, I kind of understand your situation because you are a New Yorker, and I know how New York families are.
Hi.
Hi.
So
Hello,
they all knew
Selena.
what was
Welcome
going on.
in.
They all knew what was going on because my father was doing the same thing, and he was like Hitler. And they only lived
What?
6 brothers that would threaten me with shotguns.
Oh, I thought you said something about Hitler. I was like, what?
I did.
She
You're crazy.
Adolf, if he walked in the room, everybody shut up. It's like he's in the room, we got to be quiet. It was like
Wow.
it was bad. I was
Wow.
scared even after I moved out and had kids at home. Those were bad years. Those were really
Wow.
bad years. That played on me for a long time. I finally got the nerve to speak up, and of course, also a liar. You know.
Shit.
I'm married to my sister, whose husband was stuff in his, and she believed me until he hung himself. And he was me, a neighbor.
That's not going to fit that. What the heck? She has. Uh,
But I used to go to her house and to and he was so sweet to me. He knew that it was bothering me.
well, I mean, that's where I said everybody has their reasons, I guess. Like, and
I
some
didn't
are
want to.
understandable, but it makes you wonder, like, when did you want to save the kids that were born? And but nobody knows what the situation that somebody else is in
That's true.
anyway.
I did. I did. That played on me. That played on me bad. I prayed every day that he wasn't doing that to his daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because then you feel like, God forbid it did, then you feel like it's your fault for not saying something.
And then it took me like she was 10, 11 years old when I finally told my sister. I was like, I got to tell you, what happened. And she believed me. She believed me. But then when I told what my dad did to my kids, I got ostracized. Nobody talked to me for years. As a matter of fact, I have, well, I only have siblings now. I had 9 siblings. None of them would talk to me because I stood up for my kids. What happened happened. I know what happened. And when I finally spoke out about it, they were all, oh, that effing liar,
It's all your fault.
she's just looking for attention. She wants to go back to New York. That's it. I just left and let them have their whatever say. My one baby sister, when my mom died at her wake, she kept looking at me the whole night, but nobody was speaking to me. I marched in there. Dick has been so proud of me. I marched in there with all 4 of my kids and 12 of my 14 grandchildren. We all marched in there all together. I had my head up high. I didn't give a shit. That was my mom too. But she waited until the end of the service and came up to me when everybody left, of course, because, she couldn't show them that she was talking to me. But I took it. I took her apology. We hugged. We made amends. And we have a really good relationship now. We've talked about it. I don't talk to any of the other ones, though. But if it was their kid that it happened to, they'd have blown my father up. They'd have shot his head where he stood. And then what do you do? Because what do you do when that happens? How do you fix loving mother and father? And if that poor man, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. Look what he's doing to me. But, it's hard. It's really hard. I'm so used to it. It's hard.
Well, you got it settled. Well, not settled, but
No, but I'm better now. I
yeah,
handle it.
you
Yeah.
handle it the way you needed to handle it, the way you felt like it did.
I swallowed a bottle of pills over that shit. My kids were little. My kids were 6, 7, 11, and 15.
Wow.
And a lot of other shit was going on. And I tucked my kids into bed and went downstairs. And me and the old man were arguing. And he's on the phone with somebody. And he said, oh, this bitch, she's gonna eat a bottle of pills. Oh, no, I got to get off because she just took. No, he's still talking to his dad. And he was like, oh, she just took a handful of pills. I wish she'd take the other handful. And I was so messed up. Oh, the next handful. Took 90. Girl, I slept for a week. After they
Imagine surprised it didn't kill you.
I bet you didn't feel no pain either for that week.
for that, I couldn't tell you what happened in that week, but I could tell you after that, I felt a lot. But I got through it. Went to counseling and everything, and you know what? I'd never do it again.
Well,
There,
that's good. At
nobody
least
on the face of
you
this
learn
earth,
from it, though.
nobody on the face of this earth is worth me taking my life. Nobody, nobody for no reason.
Exactly.
Yeah. Once you tell, you get like once you tell about the person that hurt you, you get ostracized, you get talked about, you get called a liar, this, that, and the other, and then you get through it. You know, you get the help. If you have enough once you go and you get the help that you need, and you become a stronger person. And that's where I am. Like I can tell I don't know. I'm just sorry I did to kids.
Where's Cassie? Huh? Where's
The only
Cassie?
thing, my one son is the only one that ever said anything about it. He said, I remember that night and I was really scared, but I don't have that thing. And his dad's gone now too. So, you know, I believe in karma. Karma comes. Uh oh.
She go.
She jumped ship. Mutiny on the deck. Wonder if she's coming back. Oh, Dibby, make me get my iPad back up here. I hope that little girl didn't tie her up and set the chair on fire. So you were mean to me?
Now it's your turn. I'm gonna get you back down. Oh, she made it.
I pulled a Mars.
Oh, okay.
We thought
I didn't even realize I went back. I just realized that I was like, wait a minute, what happened? I got quiet.
I thought the little girl tied you up to the chair and set it on fire or something.
No, I was looking for her pacifier because she can't go to sleep without it. Oh my god. I'm so glad my daughter never took one.
I remember when when the Binky Fairy took TJ's a week of pure hell.
Oh.
You know,
I don't even know why I bother writing down what I want to do or talk about. Because I only get about maybe 2 things off of the list, and that's it.
well, this year we're gonna take it.
Yeah, this year the channel is going to be different. We're going to do things differently.
Get me the channel. Send it to me in Messenger.
What?
Slick's channel name, so I can put his link up.
He doesn't have a channel.
You don't have a channel?
I did put the link up.
Oh,
You
well,
have a channel? What do you do on your channel? Because
I don't do nothing on it. I can't do
exactly,
nothing
you
on
don't have
it.
a channel.
So it doesn't matter. Put it up there and start doing something. Doties, you call them doties? I call it Pinky or Nook.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I got to use the restroom.
I guess. I don't know why this camera is off center and I don't know how to fix it. Let me see. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right, you good? Where'd she go?
All right, I'm back. Sorry. Where did Mars go?
I don't know. I posted my link in the comments, and
Oh, I don't. Where is she? Oh, there she is. I saw the bag chat. She said I had to wait for Debbie to bring me back, and I'm like, where the hell are you?
I
did you get it?
because it was off. I just had an appointment.
What?
Did you,
What?
No,
We're not
no,
going nowhere.
you're going to bed, kid.
No, we're not going. Bye bye.
did you get it, Mars?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I don't got nothing on there, so.
So I have nothing on my
We have like 100 different names for pacifiers here in the United States. Everybody has their own name for it. I used to
I
call it a
know you call
Bobo.
their opinion.
I don't know. I used to have a nickname for it because like all my nieces and nephews have different names for it. My daughter never took one, so I got lucky. I got damn lucky. She threw her bottle away at 9 months. I got lucky. I told her she threw that bottle away, she won't get a new one. She threw it away.
She did get a new one.
I never got another one.
I gave Des a sippy cup at 6 months.
Yeah,
That,
I mean, she had the ones that had like the plastic
yep.
tops to it, so it kind of was like a bottle, but it was a cup. So I think that was the main reason why she threw away her bottle. She's like, "Hey, I got something that's even better."
But she didn't, like, Destiny didn't wake up and drink on it or anything in the middle of the night. I put water in it in the middle of the night anyway. But
It
she
was more
never,
like a comfort thing.
right. She'd sleep with it, but I'd never catch her drinking it.
Yeah, Shauna was a comfort. I just cleaned that floor up, and she just got all the toys back out. And she sang the cleanup song while I was picking them up.
Well, you were picking them up. Excuse me. What the hell?
Oh, geez, here, y'all. She finally made it. You missed it. We done 2 hours of talking mostly about summer.
Hi, OG. How you feel today? Happy New Year. Got a headache?
What the hell is that socialist
Did you
in the
say, does she
comments?
have a headache? She's got 2 teenagers in her house, and her mother and her husband. What do you think?
If she doesn't have a headache, I want to know how. Because let me tell you, I almost killed me. Well, I almost beat me with that. After all I've done for her ass, she had it. She got the riot act.
Yeah. Put it in your room. You are really late, but I love you anyway. She did a lot. Yeah, she did. She texted me. I texted her the video things that I sent you. And then she's like, "Oh shit, I took a nap. I'm sorry." And I was like, "You're good." And then I told her about this live. She's like, "All right, I'll be there." That's why I said around like what the 45-minute mark of the live. I was like, "Where the hell is OG? She's supposed to be here." Last night, Maisie, was it her? No. Yeah, Maisie. I was looking for Maisie last night. Tonight, I was looking for OG. Like, can I have all my girls at one time? All I need is FS, and we'll be good. I'll
And
have all the girls here. Oh, Patricia's here.
that's Jesus. So I asked my
They're all
son,
popping in now.
I said to my son, this morning over Messenger. I was like, Happy New Year, Joe. And he was like, Happy New Year, Mom. I said, how was your night last night? He said, there was a night last night? I said, oh, was that good, huh?
God, I hope tomorrow the pharmacy gets their crap together, y'all.
You didn't
Pray
get
for me.
this out.
This is getting ridiculous.
You take it much better than I do.
I have no choice.
Hmm.
Especially when I have to babysit. I have no choice. Like, I didn't want to do nothing today. I woke up with such between all the medicine issues and then me standing up for 2 hours last night in the friggin' window doing that live.
There, I'll bring you your chair.
And then
Hey, Patricia.
and then waking up this morning, I was in such a fibro flare up. I didn't even want to move. And then I had like 10 people text me, how are you feeling? Are you okay? You doing okay? How was your New Year's? Man, leave me alone. I will get back to you when I get back to you. I didn't want to do nothing this morning.
I got up at 10. I didn't go to bed till 5 o'clock. I got up at 10 o'clock. Heard 2 days alarm clock all the way across the house for a half an hour going off. I'm like, I'm gonna go. I didn't go to bed till 5 o'clock because he wasn't home yet. And I couldn't go to sleep. I'm like, he's all the way out there in Raleigh, and God knows what could happen. Then he tells me, oh, we were racing down the highway. We had the whole highway
Well, he's
covered.
closer to me if he's in Raleigh.
He's
like,
Chris said,
we took over the whole highway, he says. And I said, how many tickets did you get? He said, I didn't get any. I ran. I was like, you little idiot. He said, oh, thank you for calling me an idiot. I said, well, stop being one.
Really? Because the state troopers, if they really wanted to get, I mean, not the state, if the state troopers really wanted to get you, they'd have got you.
Yep.
You ain't going to outrun them.
They think if there's 30 of them that they're going to get away. Well, you might.
A couple of you might get away, but I guarantee you all of you didn't get away.
And they're going to know your number.
Yep. Once they get you for a certain thing, they keep like a little writing tablet. They keep certain people's names in it.
And the car.
Especially if you're not from the area, they're going to watch you hard.
And he's like, well, we just go from different town to different town. I said, they know you in almost every one of them. TJ, what is wrong with you? I told him, I said, I'm not bailing you out. You get in trouble, I'm not bailing you out, and I won't.
I wonder how many people got in trouble last night around here. We heard a lot of sirens last night.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm in the boonies. Where we live is out in the boonies. If we hear sirens, we all run to the door. We want to know what's going on.
Yeah, that's how it is at my house. But like, I'm in town right now. I'm actually in them apartments across the street from where you went and got gas.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm right here on the highway. So
that was Harry too.
Everything last night.
I was riding the needle on my way to Dippy's house. Then when we got there, I'm waiting for her husband to come home because I wanted somebody to follow me in case I ran out. Because she lives in the sticks, guys. I mean, in the sticks. So finally I said, I got to go because it's going to be dark and I can't drive in the dark and blah, 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 blah. And she's got to go to school.
My husband's like, just tell her if she has an issue to call. We'll come save her. Because he wasn't home. He was doing something. I was waiting on him to get home. And I was like, you don't need to leave until he gets home so he can follow you.
No, we gotta go now.
She is so stubborn.
So are you, because you kept saying I was going to make it, and I kept saying, no, I'm not, but, make sure you're going to pick up the phone. I must fit it.
Right.
Next time I come, I'm going to make sure I have gas in my car.
Yeah, make sure you get it before you leave your town.
I was gonna. I said, nah, because when I left here, it said I had a half a tank. And then we got on the highway, and it was like, going down. It was below a quarter. I said, we're not going to make it. Must have been on a hill when I looked at it.
Yeah, we had the 12 gun salute last night, but everybody in the live said they didn't really hear it.
I heard a couple of them.
Yeah, I did
We
too.
heard Circle Box is real good,
Oh
Yeah.
but that's
I
because he was
think he put his
outside.
phone through the window or something.
No, he was outside.
my landlord shoots down in the back here, and I swear to God, I pray every time we hear him start shooting that they're not going to fly through my sliding glass door.
Hey, question. Last night when we were watching the city stuff, did they have fireworks? Did you see fireworks?
Not in the city.
You didn't see any in the city?
Nope.
Because
Light.
Maisie was like, I'm getting ready to watch the New York City fireworks. And I'm like, they didn't do the fireworks last year. But there was a couple places around the city that did it, but it wasn't
Yeah.
Times Square.
I stayed up and watched every time zone celebrate New Year's Eve.
Patricia's
All the
talking to you, Dickie, in the comments.
I know, I see her. Thank you, Patricia. Yeah, no, she fell asleep last night. I was so mad at her. I was so upset with OG.
Oh,
I was like, she was like her and Maisie, neither one of them came in. And I was like, damn. Even FS was in here last night to bring in the new year with us. And she barely ever comes in. And OG and Maisie weren't here. I was like, this sucks. And now I got all of you in here but FS.
Yep, I didn't go to sleep at 5 o'clock this morning. It's crazy.
You were in here with us last night, weren't you? Were in here with us last night, Patricia.
For a little
I
bit,
remember
yeah.
you being in here with us.
You are.
You're old. You're like the baby of the group right now because Circle Box isn't in here.
Oh, gee, you
When
are
Circle
not.
Box is in here, he's the baby of the group.
I'm probably the oldest.
No, I didn't watch the fireworks over there this past year. This is the first year I didn't watch London's. But I told you why they did that. They had to go beyond and above and beyond what they normally do because this was the first year without the Queen.
Yeah.
So they were going to do something amazing in her memory. I wouldn't have been surprised if they had like a firework display that shot off that did a picture of her.
That would have been neat.
That would have been awesome. A great tribute to that woman.
My mom loved that lady. Never met her, but she loved her.
No, I ain't never met her, and I love the Queen. I've always been a big Royals fan.
And I said, get out of my house.
I did have a bunch of people in here earlier.
It's been on 2 hours already.
Yeah. But that's because a lot of times, like we aim to do something, talk about something, and it just goes left field. We never end up staying on topic. Never.
In the one chat I go to every night, one of the other mods is like, all right, guys, let's get back on topic. And I'm like, oh, and I had somebody tell me I was rude last night, and I was like, excuse
well, if it's
me.
important, it's different. Like if we're really seriously talking about a case, that's one thing. Like let's stay on topic. But if it's a case that we already talked about, there's not much more we can really discuss on it.
Right.
It's okay to like switch topics and then go back once you start remembering stuff. Because like, especially like with Summer's case, like there's so much to remember, and there really isn't nothing at all to remember if you think about it.
Right.
Because all the stuff we were told, we're not sure if any of that is truth.
I just feel like we have to remember to laugh in between all of it.
Yeah, like we can't take everything seriously, but more or less take it with a grain of salt. Don't let your life get consumed in these cases to where it affects your everyday life outside of it.
Yep.
What are you making for New Year's dinner? That was the one thing you didn't tell me what you were making. I made baked ziti for me.
What we
I
had.
can't believe it. All the stores were out of ricotta cheese, y'all. There is no ricotta cheese in Lee County. Or cream cheese. Or cream cheese.
Either. And cream cheese. I get the last 4 packs.
There was cottage cheese, there's mozzarella cheese, there's
sour cream,
but there is no ricotta.
No, we had no sour cream, no cream cheese, no mozzarella.
No, we had tons of sour cream. We had cottage cheese and sour cream. The ricotta and cream cheese was out.
Everything was out. I had to buy the 1 pound bags of mozzarella cheese, and I swear to God, they jacked the price up.
Yeah, because aren't they usually like $6.99 or $7.99?
Not for the 1 pound ones.
No, that big pack.
Yeah, and they were all gone.
Corned beef, black eyed peas, skillet cabbage with bacon and corn. So that's almost what my husband had. He had, I think he says it's called hog jaw, collard greens, black eyed peas, and cornbread. I don't eat none of that. I will not eat cornbread if it's not sweet. I do not like that plain tasting cornbread. I don't do slimy vegetables, so the collards are out. Mars went bye-bye again. Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. I gave you the wrench last night, though, love. And I don't know what hog jaw is, so I wouldn't. It has to be pork, so I don't do pork like that.
It's pork. It's the hog jaw.
Ew.
The jaw.
Ew. Yeah, well, I don't ever remember a ritual in New York like that, and so if I didn't pick it up living in New York, I'm not gonna eat it. I'm just that way. I am that way. I will not eat nothing I was not raised on. I don't know why I'm that way, but I am that way. I'm very picky on what I eat. I am the worst. Like everybody thinks I'm funny because I don't like cheese. I'm not a very big cheese person at all, unless it's like mozzarella and ricotta for my lasagna and stuff. Yellow cheese, I really don't eat it on anything. No sandwiches, no nothing. Unless it's deli cheese cut from the deli and it's sliced extremely paper thin, then I might eat it. But otherwise, I don't eat cheese. I'm not a cheese person, not a pork person. I'm not a red meat eater at all. I do not like red meat. And I'm a chicken girl, I guess.
Mars might want
chicken.
She said that's the stubborn New Yorker in you.
Yeah, it's a stubborn New Yorker. I mean, I'll be the first one to admit it. Born a New Yorker, bred a New Yorker, die a New Yorker. Even though I live in North Carolina.
The New Yorker came out yesterday in Walmart. It just
they call me a halfback because I'm halfway between Florida and halfway between New York, and I got stuck.
Yeah.
In the state,
I was like, y'all, can't you just find something else to pick on? Do you really got to pick on my ethnicity or whatever you call it?
Just a damn.
Let's use them big words.
Oh, that is so good and cold.
So quick. Okay, so I don't think there's any of the other creators in here, and I don't really think there's anybody that gives a shit that's watching. So I'm gonna make this last little bit that I'm live for, and we're gonna talk about some of these creators. We're not gonna bash them. We gotta be nice. Be nice, woman.
You're asking a New Yorker to be nice.
But we're gonna talk about the little bit of drama that's going on with them and other creators. Thank God Dippy, knock on wood, is not involved in any of that drama. Dippy does not need that drama. But
There.
yeah, so what do you guys know about what's going on? Like, okay, so when did Rat become a good guy?
Never.
Well, that's not what I've been hearing on the streets. That he's no longer with Nicolina, and he's a good guy. Um, Nicolina's the evil one.
There's one thing about me being in New York. I might be stubborn, but I ain't gullible. I don't believe a word he says. You'd have to be a good guy for till next year for me to believe him.
The what?
Huh?
What did What did
I
you
said
say? I didn't hear you.
he'd have to be a good guy until next year for me to believe him.
That
I
would still
don't
not
believe.
even believe him.
I don't believe. I don't even think him and Nicolina are really not talking anymore.
Well, I thought that about Benny and them not really talking either. That they were all putting that on for show.
Yeah, and I think Benny's still in it too. I think they're all still in it.
I'm not gonna say I don't believe you. That's what I'm saying. I definitely not. I definitely am with you on that because I said that from day one. I feel like that they're only doing that just to throw some creators off.
Right.
But
And they can find out
so
from themselves.
I had an issue the other day with one of those said creators. He did a live and he was talking about Andrew Hiltz. Now, for who doesn't know Andrew, he's a creator on here. I don't know exactly what his category is,
Great.
but he is a creator and he happens to be friends with a lot of true crime people. Well, there's only a few of us that he actually calls a friend. But he also is kind of tied in with the Summer Wells case due to his son. But
Father, right?
I saw one of those other creators the other day sit there and have an issue with his 16-year-old son calling one of his mods aunt. Right? Okay, first off, his son is 16 years old, 17, 16, wherever. He's old enough to call whoever he wants what they want to call him. Right? Okay. Well, this said creator turned around and called another YouTube's kids his nieces. So dumbass. Sorry, got to say it, but okay. So how is it okay for you to call or have another YouTuber's kids call you uncle, which is kind of a grooming thing? Not saying that he is. I'm just saying that's what a reference would be. But how are you going to complain about somebody else's kids doing it when you are expecting somebody else's kids to do it to you?
Yeah,
Can anybody make that make sense?
that's how they operate. They want to preach and preach and preach about what you shouldn't do, and then they turn around and do it. And it's okay. Shut up now.
I don't know. So that kind of aggravated me for a couple days. Literally, I talked about it for like a couple days. Did I not, OG? It really aggravated me. I'm like, how are you gonna have a problem with somebody else's kid doing it when another person's kids is doing it to you? Like, can you make that make sense? It's okay for. But again, I will never really understand the true crime community because I am not a part of it.
They started to remove the dirt and found
I didn't do it this time.
Didn't do what?
Dippy left, not me.
DPA?
But I left again. I was like, oh no.
She'll be back.
Of course.
She done one of your signature moves. Hit the back button.
It rubbed off. She taught me. See my hair? It's kind of red.
Do what? Let me
I
see.
did it again.
I thought you looked good though.
Thank you.
I was sitting there talking, and I was like, "Uh-oh, what happened?"
No, it got quiet. Looked up. I thought I did it.
Nope, it was me this time.
I'm taking turns.
I guess I could start these dishes.
Time do you babysit though?
Uh huh.
What time do you stay till?
She should be coming home anytime now. I thought Dan was gonna be here. He said he would be back. He's not back yet. He left me here by myself. He probably went home and fell asleep, honestly.
Oh my God. I was at my son's house one day. Well, I was up there for like a month. And he had this dog that was vicious. I mean, this dog was really vicious. He had him tied in between the dining room and the living room. And it was cold out, so he let him inside the window. Well, I was in the bedroom and I fell asleep. He was out on the couch and he fell asleep. And I got up because the baby was crying in the living room. And here's the dog between me and the baby. And I'm like, dog's name was Cujo. And I'm like, no way, I'm walking over there, so I'm calling him. No, wake up, wake up, wake up. Hey, God, wake away. He will not wake up. Baby's screaming the head off. I called him on his phone to get him from the bedroom. He left me stranded on the other side of the house. There she goes. She's trying to do two things at once. There she is.
We don't have to cover that button up.
So I figured out how I'm doing it. Because I have to put the phone up to my ear to hear you guys really good. So I'm sitting here putting it up to my ear, and my ear keeps hitting the back button.
Patricia, I kind of figured you didn't recognize me last night, but I remember you from Offset. Good to see you too. Thank you.
It is beautiful, isn't it, Mars? Jesus Christmas. Maisie, isn't it pretty?
Thank you, guys.
Hey, Mars, ain't it beautiful, Mars?
She said,
Girl, hush.
she said, Mom, I'm a tomato.
I got a bunch of beautifuls that come in my room.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't. My hair is beautiful.
Some of them I would be lost without, though.
Well, you don't have to worry about that here. I might go an hour or a day, but I always come back and make a bad business.
I was just like, one of us will keep you on topic. Don't worry about that. We will make sure you guys are good.
I'm tired, but I can't go to bed. So I'll be up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
So I
did.
I made a mimosa with, this time I used Sauvignon Blanc. I can't say the damn name. The S word. The S wine. But it tastes pretty good. It tastes kind of like the Pinot Grigio. Got that little kick to it. It's really good.
Yeah.
I ended up taking 2 shots out of that bottle last night.
Look, y'all, I am amazed and I am like praying to the heavens. I have all of y'all in here. Mars, Maisie, OG, FS, all my originals are here.
Is FS here?
Yep.
Wow.
She said giving grandbabies a bath, but listen and don't forget to smash that like, sub, share, and be kind to one another.
Happy New Year, FS. Good to see you. We're all here, guys.
I am one happy host tonight. It's been forever since I had all 5 of them together. And then with all my newer ones, I love it. I feel so special.
Oh.
So tomorrow I gotta mod you. I gotta figure out how to do it. Because I have
What?
no mod. Are you gonna come to my chat tomorrow?
Oh.
Huh?
Who
I
did
said
you say?
live tomorrow.
Do what?
Are you going to come to my live tomorrow? That's talking to the bottom of
I guess I will be in there because it'll be at 7 o'clock.
Yep.
I won't have nothing else to do.
Good.
I sit at home all day because I take care of my dad, and my dad ain't even here.
Look at us. Entertaining.
It really pisses me off too because I left my job in Florence to come take care of him, and he ain't even fucking here no more.
Where is he?
He's living with his girlfriend in the damn motel room.
Go pop.
And I ain't going back to the job because I've already ruined that altogether.
Well, that's messed up.
It's like the 4th time I've left the job, so yeah. Which I don't blame him. I would too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if
The
you never
guy was even going to give me a damn raise until I found out this information. They're going to put me up to $14.50 an hour.
wow.
But shit happens.
You gotta start doing DJ stuff and make those videos. I ate a whole half bag of M&Ms. No bueno.
Not what?
I ate a whole half a bag of M&Ms. The big bag.
What did you want?
I love M&M's.
Peanut
Say
ones.
again. You want hungry?
I love Reese's
Say you're
Cups
hungry.
better though.
I like Reese's Pieces better too. I was just gonna say
Yes.
that. Oh, she can't talk. She taped her mouth shut.
What do you got on your mouth? Is that tape?
Yep.
Is that tape?
Yeah, I'm gonna rip it off. It keeps me alive, I swear to God. Man, I am very steady. you texting me?
Sorry, I had to start the dishwasher. I mean, the dishwasher.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
Patricia, I don't like fake news either.
Ow.
Humongous person in your mouth? On your mouth? Why? Spend among this person on her mouth.
Happy New Year.
Hold on a minute.
Because she's bored, but she don't want to tell me she's bored because I can give her a list of things to do.
You waited too long to message me that.
Oh, well, I just realized when I messaged you it is when I realized when I messaged you it, that's when I realized you didn't have any.
Hey,
And I don't know what this is, but she had it. Oh. All right, y'all.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good night,
She ate
baby.
green beans and a little bit of what I made.
Yeah? Yeah? Did you eat?
Yeah, fake news isn't for us over here. We got to go with the real stuff or nothing at all. Like,
exactly.
but it's so hard these days. You don't know exactly what is the real truth and what is the fake.
But the thing is, the thing I do, like if somebody tells me something, I just like I didn't even hear them, and then
Well, I
once I
always
lose
say make
them,
sure you fact check your, whatever I say, make
I
sure
would
you go
double
back and
check.
fact check it. Make sure for
Yep,
yourself it is correct.
yep.
Just
But
I did have lettuce. I just didn't have cheese.
run a banner
yeah,
that says
And I have 3 tons of bacon.
nothing here and here is allegedly unless
yes, they are awesome, baby. I love the Griffs. Matter of fact, I talked to him last night or this morning. I think he messaged me last night, but I was live, so I couldn't really talk. So I had to wait till this morning when I remembered that he messaged me.
Just a second, please. Can I pour me something to drink? Stop.
I'm gonna get off here, make my bed,
Is this any good?
crawl into it.
Yep. You breaking up?
Breaking up.
It tastes really
Yeah.
good. I was about to say, I mean, I've never had
I
it.
So there's no top for this. I forgot something.
said I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna make my bed.
Oh, that's
Probably crawl into it.
And I know I don't have any foil at the house, so
I'm probably supposed to get off here too because I only got 4% of battery.
yeah, but he's already on the way.
I'm
And I hate cling wrap.
taking you home. I
No.
more or less wanted him here earlier when Jeremy was being a fucking idiot.
Jiffy,
What'd you say?
I said I'm supposed to get off here because I only got 4% of battery.
All right. Well, I'm getting ready to I'm waiting on Dan to come get me now, and then I'm going home. So, if anything, if Mars wants to do a early live for just chilling tonight, she can do a live and we can all go over there when I get back to my house.
Maybe if I don't fall asleep.
Ain't got nothing else to do.
She said if she don't go to sleep,
She ain't gonna go to sleep. It's too late. It's too late. She goes to sleep early in the daytime and is up all night.
All right, if I go to sleep now, I'll be up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
She goes to sleep when the sun is up. Not the. She's a
I'm a
vampire.
vampire. All right, guys. I love y'all.
I love you.
I'll try to get back on here like 9:30.
Yeah,
Just give
about
me
that.
a little time to charge my phone up.
I should be home by then.
All right.
All right.
All right, y'all. I love your faces, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Remember, Mars, drop your channel so they can go ahead and sub.
Okay, hold on. I don't know how.
All right, got it.
All right, when I get out of here, I'll drop it.
Okay.
All
Sorry.
right, Jiffy, I'll talk to you in a little bit.
See you later.
Who's he trying to call? She has a thing for him, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She likes Dan too, though. He came over earlier.
Today?
Yeah.
This morning she I was trying not to let her know it was here so he could sleep. And when I got ready to leave,
Love you, FS. Love you, Maisie. Love you, Patricia. OG.
when we got ready to leave,
Mars.
to try and know the story, she stopped. Listen.